working in our camp. Everything's going well, super excited, motivated, and everything's going super good.
And we're about to test out each other's, training methods. We're gonna all brainstorm, put some good shit together, bring it to the table, and then we're gonna get support.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis was recently seen pushing through a demanding training session alongside David Benavidez, creating a buzz throughout the boxing community. Reports indicate that Davis has temporarily linked up with Benavidez's camp as he prepares for his upcoming return to competition. As part of this preparation, he is working closely under the guidance of respected trainer Jose Benavidez Sr., adding another layer of intrigue to his comeback. Gervonta "Tank" Davis and David Benavidez have settled into an intense schedule at their Las Vegas training base, beginning each morning with tough uphill runs. These early sessions are aimed at strengthening stamina, sharpening focus, and improving overall conditioning. The demanding routine has become a key element of their camp, forcing both fighters to push past their limits before even entering the gym. For Davis, the time spent in this environment goes beyond physical preparation. Reports suggest he has appreciated stepping away from outside distractions, giving him the opportunity to concentrate fully on his craft and reconnect with boxing.
It's actually good to be away from home, away from, the bad stuff.
Nobody can do it for you. You know what I mean? You got to push yourself. You got to want it for yourself, and you got to keep wanting it once you get to that level. So like I said, just seeing him do it, it show why he's the champion that he is.
And I know how hard I work. And I've always said the fights are won in the training camps.
This is where you find out all the things about yourself. With all these voices in your head, you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna keep pushing. It's so much more mental. Your body is gonna be like, I don't wanna work. But the part where you just keep pushing, it's you and your own thoughts right here. That's why it makes a big difference, man.
Working alongside a focused camp and a top-level fighter like David Benavidez, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is reportedly embracing the change in surroundings and the renewed direction it brings. The organized setting has allowed him to direct his full attention toward his development. Within this environment, he is refining his skills, tightening every part of his performance, and building both the physical readiness and mental focus needed for his return to the ring.
It's always you against yourself, baby. There's the morning session, the 6 a.m. session. So this morning we did our run, and I'm starting the sprints. I introduced them slowly to regular, and then we did incline sprints. So we can get a lot more lactic acid, but it's an incline, so it's not going as fast, but still fast enough. Like see that second wind? Remember I told you? It's there. I got it up, but we got to continue that. You brought the pressure, I got to continue it. So it's important to have that wavelength and have that program set for that. And then we got to go to boxing gym after. I'm going to give him break 3-4 hours, and then sleep, get some food in you, rest, a lot of water. Fascia system needs hydration. So
throughout their time in camp, both fighters are taking advantage of the chance to improve by learning from each other on a daily basis. Their work goes beyond standard sparring sessions as they actively share techniques, break down tactical approaches, fine-tune defensive skills, and look for smarter ways to use their strengths. Benavidez's constant forward pressure and high output style offer key takeaways for Davis, while Davis's sharp timing, accuracy, and counter-punching provide valuable perspective for Benavidez. By challenging one another and exchanging knowledge at an elite level, both fighters are focused on raising their abilities and becoming more effective when they step into the ring.
You guys need to understand that the jab is the shot you guys should practice the most. Yeah. Sometimes we don't land it off top, but we have to keep working at it, bro, because if you can land the jab, bro, you can land everything else. And it sets everything up. Let's say I want to throw a jab here. His head, his attention, if I throw a jab, it'll be here, and I come with a body shot. All right? You know what I mean? Or I can touch like that. That's a good one. Still.
this training camp.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is continuing to develop his abilities in camp through rapid shadowboxing drills that play a key role in his daily schedule. These high-tempo sessions are focused on sharpening his sense of timing, enhancing reaction speed, improving foot placement, and strengthening his awareness inside the ring. By mentally working through different opponent scenarios and punch sequences, he is refining his movement while keeping each strike controlled and accurate. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been going through demanding sessions in camp, frequently training in his well-known sauna suit to elevate the level of his conditioning. The added heat and resistance make each workout more challenging, allowing him to strengthen his stamina while getting his body ready for the physical requirements of competition.
Now, if you do the punch, I want you to jab, step jab. All right, we'll just keep punching. We'll switch. Ready? Go. Rip him out, rip him out, rip him out, rip him out.
Oh, God. How big is that?
All the way up, 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 all the way up. Work, 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 come on. Get that shot right there.
Grab it. There you go.
Shut up, come on, almost there, come on.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is expanding his preparation beyond the confines of the boxing gym. In addition to demanding sparring sessions and conditioning work, he has been including outdoor activities such as swimming and casual basketball games with friends. These moments away from structured training provide a mental reset, helping him stay refreshed while maintaining his motivation throughout camp.
On your mark. Get set. Go. Oh, damn. I'm not feeding him. I'm not feeding him.
David Benavidez places strong importance on a fighter's mental awareness inside the ring, viewing it as a critical part of overall performance. He explains that every moment requires careful judgment, whether it involves deciding when to press forward, when to defend, or how to respond to an opponent's tactics. He stresses the need for fighters to stay composed, attentive, and fully present during each round, rather than allowing emotions to take control. Maintaining that level of focus helps a boxer think clearly under pressure and identify chances to take command of the action. In his view, success comes down to discipline, sharp awareness, and the ability to make the right decisions consistently throughout the fight.
When you take the hesitation away, sometimes when you really know, believe in yourself, believe in your skills. I'm not trying to let fear, basically, that's what it is, of getting hit. I'm not letting that with me. I'm trying to know what I could do, think of how to do it, see it, see how you could enter, see how you could exit, and see how you could defend. That's all it is. You're just trying to look for the best possible outcomes in whatever decision it is in the ring. But the thing about that makes the professional game fun is that every decision I'm trying to make, I'm trying to put you to sleep. So that's what makes it fun for me.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been delivering high-impact performances in sparring, displaying the quickness, strength, and accuracy that define his reputation as a dangerous puncher. Reports from camp indicate that his sparring partners are being tested throughout each session, as he maintains steady pressure, connects with crisp combinations, and closes exchanges with forceful shots. Those observing the sessions have highlighted his sharp focus and work rate, noting that he is approaching his return with clear determination.
Because he understands that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. You got what you asked for. All day. There you go. That's it. That's it. There you go. Good round. Good round.
Although sparring is intended to develop skills rather than focus on stopping opponents, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has reportedly stood out during these sessions with his sharp sense of timing, precise shot placement, and natural ability to close exchanges effectively. His performances have made a noticeable impact on those observing, reinforcing the level of skill he brings into the ring.
The main gym, we got some sparring in. It's a good opportunity to show the fans some good boxing. You know, at the end of the day, you know, they get excited to see me. I give them some rounds and I leave them wanting for more. We had a great day, did some good sparring, and yeah, man, keep working.
Working in our camp, everything's going well, super excited, motivated, and everything's going super good.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has expressed that he is approaching his return to the ring with a refreshed level of focus and clear intent. Looking back on the difficulties he encountered outside of boxing, he feels those moments served as an important wake-up call, prompting him to reevaluate what truly matters. He has since adopted a more disciplined approach, committing himself completely to both his training and his personal development. Davis has indicated that those setbacks reinforce the importance of valuing his career and the opportunities in front of him. Now working within a supportive camp and concentrating on strengthening every part of his skill set, he is focused on demonstrating his growth, both inside the ring and beyond it, as he prepares for his next appearance.
This is the first camp I can, enjoy myself and be back. My headspace that I'm in now is way better than what I was before, and that's the only thing that matters to me.
1, 2, 3.
I'm looking at it now, just like, I don't know, probably it was a good thing.
Members of David Benavidez's camp believe Gervonta "Tank" Davis has come back improved after his time away from competition. In their view, the break gave him the chance to heal physically, reset his mindset, and regain his motivation for the sport. Those within the camp have noted a noticeable difference in his energy, concentration, and discipline during each training session. His dedication, focus on the finer details, and openness to learning have stood out to everyone involved. They feel that this period away has helped shape him into a more composed and driven fighter, adding to his potential impact as he prepares to step back into the ring.
This is the new face of boxing. And on top of that, for the guys that take off time, he's been ready no matter what. He's been training, he stayed consistent, he stayed disciplined, because he was born for this, to become best fighter in the world.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis views boxing as far more than just a career, describing it as a central part of his identity. The sport has played a significant role in shaping who he is, giving him direction and opening doors that have influenced his future. He sees each day of training as an opportunity to develop further, refine his abilities, and respect the effort and sacrifices that helped him reach this level. Davis continues to push himself through every session, understanding that progress depends on consistent hard work and discipline. With a refreshed perspective, he remains fully dedicated to the sport and is focused on continuing to build his legacy every time he steps into the ring.
I ain't gonna lie, the first time I fought, I was about to go out in the tunnel, and then the people, they were screaming. I just shut the curtains because I was nervous type stuff. But now it's I embrace it because I always dreamed of this. That's why I don't never shy away from it. That's what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? To show out, so.
Jose Benavidez Sr., who is currently working with Gervonta "Tank" Davis, has spoken highly of the former world champion's capabilities. He explained that when Davis stays fully dedicated to his training, keeps his discipline in place, and remains locked in on his preparation, only a small number of fighters can truly compete with his level of skill. Benavidez Sr. highlighted Davis's natural power, precise timing, and strong understanding of the sport, describing him as one of the most talented boxers today. In his view, maintaining consistency and commitment is what will allow Davis to reach his highest level. He added that if Davis continues to approach training with that same level of focus every day, he will present a serious challenge for anyone he faces in the ring.
Man, Tank, man, is a great fighter, man. When he trains, he's an animal. He's a beast. He's one of my favorite fighters, too. I will have to go with Tank, man. Like I said, if he has a good preparation, he's a monster. He's a little Mike Tyson, man. He's a beast, if he trains. Now, he doesn't train. He doesn't look like when he yeah, but everybody says that. But when he fought Gamboa, he didn't look that good,
He looked great against New York.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that no, that's what I'm saying. When he trains, bro, he looks super, man. He looks super good, But hopefully he takes things serious, and I think he'll look spectacular again.
Former world champion Shawn Porter has shared his view that Gervonta Tank Davis appears at ease under the guidance of Jose Benavidez Sr., and that the partnership could help elevate his performance. Porter observed that Davis looks comfortable, attentive, and fully invested in the new setup, which is a positive indicator during a transition between trainers. He explained that the relationship between a fighter and coach depends heavily on trust and clear communication, and from what he has seen, Davis is already adapting well to Benavidez Sr.'s methods. Porter also mentioned that working with a different trainer can introduce new ideas, helping to sharpen existing strengths while expanding a fighter's overall skill set. If that connection continues to develop, he believes this collaboration could significantly influence Davis's future success.
But can Jose Benavidez coach a co-main event and a main event?
What happens when that happens?
Jose training Tank.
Jose's training Tank. That's the rumor. How y'all feel about that? How does that work? I'm not sure if that's a great matchup.
I feel like there's some comfort there.
Is that what it is?
I feel like that's what it is. I feel like there's some.
They
comfort
both
there.
killers.
He's down in Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Miami, yeah.
Washington.
Yeah, he's between
Seattle, Washington, Florida, Arizona, Vegas.
He be everywhere.
Yeah. Which might match the lifestyle of Gervonta Davis,
Yeah. Surprising to see it. I think. But I feel like he's comfortable with Jose. And just telling y'all what I know, sometimes that's all it takes. Whatever's gonna get this light flip up, turned on, and keep it on, sometimes it's comfort. I just need somebody that I feel comfortable with, that I can be myself with, and that, when I'm ready to move, they moving. When they ready to move, I'm moving. And I feel like he thinks he has that with Jose.
Although many fans have shown excitement about Gervonta Tank Davis working with Jose Benavidez Sr., there are differing opinions about whether the change will be effective. Some boxing analysts have raised concerns about making such a significant switch in trainers at this point in his career. They point out that Calvin Ford was instrumental in guiding Davis from his early days as a prospect to becoming one of the sport's top names, building a bond rooted in long-term trust and familiarity. In their view, that kind of connection is not easily replicated, regardless of a new coach's experience. At the same time, others believe that stepping into a different environment could allow Davis to grow further and maintain his drive. In the end, the outcome will be determined in the ring, where it will become clear whether the new partnership enhances his performance or if his previous setup was the stronger fit.
When they come down the ring together.
Yeah.
Jose and Tank.
It's their business, but I just don't. I don't add up the beef with him and Calvin Ford. Really, I guess Calvin may have done an interview or two that Gervonta didn't like, but it's like
that made no sense, man.
Look, I remember when I saw Truck Simpson spar before Truck tailed off when he had promise. No offense, Truck. Much love to you, but when Truck was 18, 19 years old, and it was like, oh, this kid, he has talent, he has real upside. He threw his punches in the same way Gervonta Davis did. He had a lot of the same kind of rhythm that Gervonta did, and that's what made me go, Calvin is a good trainer. Even though Calvin didn't move the needle for Jahan Ingram over the weekend. Jahan Ingram lost to Devin Cushing. It didn't look like Calvin had a big impact on him winning. And he wound up losing to Devin Cushing. Devin Cushing, bigger guy anyways. But when I saw Truck do that, I go, okay, so Calvin has an imprint. He has a system. There's a way a guy he builds from scratch in the Baltimore amateur program looks. And so that made me lend more credence to Calvin's work. I just remember like Tank being in the gym for the Santa Cruz fight, came in heavy and was in Floyd's gym. And he didn't like, that spark didn't come and Floyd was trying to get it out of him. It wasn't really happening in the first couple weeks. He had to wait to wire. He had a couple months until the Santa Cruz fight date. But once Calvin came to the gym from Baltimore, he like the spark started and the light came on.
Some analysts within the boxing community have indicated that internal challenges in Gervonta Tank Davis's previous camp may have played a role in his decision to move in a different direction. Reports from various commentators have pointed to possible disputes involving financial matters and compensation, while others have mentioned concerns about private details from within the camp being shared externally, creating difficulties in preserving trust and maintaining confidentiality during preparation.
And I can tell you without a doubt that the major issue with Gervonta Davis and that particular camp was the fact that there's so many paid snitches in his camp. It was replete with family members and other people who, whenever they got a piece of information about Gervonta Davis, would try to go out and give that information to somebody else in exchange for money. So Gervonta is looking up at the internet, seeing what's being said about him, hearing this information coming out about himself and saying, man, where is this coming from? Originally, and this was a couple years ago, I remember when Gervonta started getting upset with it and he started blocking people and getting mad about stuff. And he started telling Kenny and Calvin, that basically not to be announcing things, not to say things about who he's going to fight next or what he's going to do next, because Gervonta started getting irritated about that. I also know that Calvin Ford stopped talking to the media for a long period of time. Kenny Ellis stopped talking to the media about Gervonta in that way because they were appeasing Gervonta and Gervonta's desire to have that information kept in-house, right? So to the extent that they were having conversations that Gervonta Davis didn't want to have, they had nipped that in the bud several years ago. However, what happened is you have family members and other members in the gym that have connections with people that have Twitter pages, connections with people that have YouTube pages, and they continued, the people with the Twitter pages and the YouTube pages continue to pay these people money for inside information about Gervonta, and he got very distrustful.
These reports have been widely discussed within boxing circles, although they have not been officially verified by Gervonta Tank Davis or anyone from his previous camp. Many analysts emphasize that a productive training environment relies on strong communication, mutual trust, and a unified team. They suggest that when outside distractions begin to interfere with preparation, moving to a new setting can sometimes be a positive step. Still, whether these rumored situations played a role in Davis's decision remains uncertain, and the real measure of this change will be seen through his performances inside the ring.
If you think, okay, well, man, that's not that big a deal. You go and, people know, it happens all the time where you have spies in camp. Like one particular incident that I know about that really enlightened me to that problem in boxing was when Andre Ward was fighting Sergey Kovalev, and Andre Ward was just being very vocal about knowing what was going on with John David Jackson and what was going on with Sergey Kovalev. And he was telling basically, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're drinking this and you're drinking this and you're doing that, and your problem was here and your problem is there. Andre Ward knew the whole thing. How? Because he had a spy in the camp. The problem with that with Gervonta is when you have spies around him in his family, in the gyms in Baltimore, you have people that leak information that are trying to harm him, right? Because people may be saying, man, where is Gervonta right now? Oh, I can find out where Gervonta Davis is. get on the phone, call her boy. Is he in Baltimore? Is he? Nah, man, he's not in Baltimore. He's still over there and he's still in Florida. I heard last time I checked, he was at the gym. I gotta find me. I got him on my Find Me app. I can tell you where he is. And then all of a sudden, you got girls setting him up. And you got girls knowing exactly where he is, what he's doing. They can time him, set him up, all kind of stuff. Because he felt like he got set up in that last crime, in that last case.
Even though they are no longer working side by side on a regular basis, Calvin Ford has voiced his belief in Gervonta "Tank" Davis as he prepares for a possible return to action. Ford has stated that Davis possesses the experience, skill set, and capability to compete at the highest level, regardless of the changes surrounding him. He noted that Davis understands the level of preparation required for major fights and expects him to be ready when the opportunity arises. While their working relationship has changed over time, Ford's remarks indicate that he continues to support Davis's success. His confidence reflects the years they spent developing Davis into a world champion, and he believes that with continued focus and dedication, Davis can deliver another strong performance inside the ring.
This potential return for Gervonta, can you let us know a little bit about any news?
How would I sit there and say, when he make the phone call, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's all we are doing is just wait until we finish dealing with certain circumstances. And then after that's out the way, we gotta keep everything behind and just look forward to the future.
When's the last time you've heard from him? How is he doing?
Oh, he's doing great. He's doing great. His mental's great. Kids great. Just, how would I say, living life. Going through what fight. As we said and listen to JoJo's story, everybody go through something. But that's what's going to make them who they're going to be in the future.
This Schofield fight we've heard a little bit about. Is there truth to that? Is that a potential opponent?
Right now, it's going back and forth and back. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, once we see the contract, then we know it's a wrap. He's just talking right now.
What do you think of that potential matchup, though, for Gervonta?
All fights are good fights, especially when a kid or anyone comes prepared to fight. So you have to just wait and see.
Do you think it might be a little bit early for him? I know.
No, like I said, let's say, when you look at the situation with Canelo fought Floyd, everybody thought that was early. But look at his career. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's just based on who performed that night when it comes to that them standing in front of each other.
Do you believe working with Jose Benavidez Sr. can elevate Gervonta "Tank" Davis to a higher level? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below.